Now, this video is a kind of an update to a subject I covered some months back, and it's to do with the Trump derangement syndrome phenomenon that's been sweeping the globe, particularly in the USA. And I'm going to quote a phrase that you're going to hear later on in this video, and it is, don't just talk about it, be about it. What really kind of gets me in the uncomfortable area with this particular subject is the clickbait aspect to it, the kind of baiting side of the whole thing. If you're going to tell people that you're in a fortunate position, which many aren't, where you can prep, plan, research, or even have an emergency fund put aside in case you have to suddenly leave the country, which is what some of these influencers and celebrities, liberals, are now saying, as opposed to, oh, I don't like what's going on, I'm going to relocate and pack up and go, which many people just are not in a position to even have entertained those thoughts. So if you're going to do that and make a video and advise and suggest to others, be straight and be clear about it. Don't just talk about leaving and fully well you're going to be staying in place. And you're going to hear in this video how the commentator breaks down exactly what's likely to be going on here. And it strongly points towards a kind of a clickbait type reason for making these sort of videos in the first place. So you've got examples of, it's nothing new, this Trump derangement syndrome, and the celebrities who've been talking about, even prior to the election, many celebrities were saying if Trump wins, they're out of here. You've got an example of the first one I think I was aware of was Ellen DeGeneres. She moved to a fairly nice part of the UK, which, she's got the resources to do that, and she's fully entitled to, relocate to a very nice place. So she moved, I think it's to the Cotswold, very upmarket, well-to-do part of the UK. And then you have Rosie O'Donnell, who relocated to Ireland. Also, I do believe a fairly nice part of the said island, which, she's fully entitled to do. But to get down to the point of it all, this isn't a new thing. It's not a new phenomenon, but it is a growing trend with influencers and well-known celebrities and lesser-known internet celebrities bringing up this subject, talking about they don't like what's going on. Some of them say they feel unsafe, and many, many other suggestions and ideas you're going to hear in this video, all based on the idea of you're going to pack up, get out of Dodge and, find greener pastures. The thing is, though, what really collapses the whole kind of concept is when they know fully well they're not planning on going anywhere, even though they're comfortably suggesting and recommending these thoughts and ideas to their followers. And you're going to see what the motive could be. I'm not saying for everybody, but could be for many of these influencers, because it sure does garner a good amount of clicks and, interest in their videos, which is quite lucrative if you are in the influencer market as a form of a way to generate income. So anyway, without me rattling on any further, let's get into the video, and please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave your point of view in the comments, and I will respond to every single one of these said comments and catch you on the other side of the video.
To leave the country because of the results of the election.
Here are some of the easiest ways to leave the country as an American.
I want to share some of the easiest visas that you can get that'll probably get you out of the country in the next year.
I'm moving again. Yay!
Expatsy, a website that helps Americans move abroad, saw 10 months worth of traffic in the 2 weeks after the election, with 72% of visitors citing the U.S. being too conservative as the reason they want to move.
What would you say your life was like living under the first Trump presidency?
It felt like that administration gave a lot of people the permission to essentially say and do whatever they wanted. I was always aware that I was a Black woman because that's the life of being a Black woman in the U.S., but I was hyper aware during that time.
Yeah, so you see now, you heard that, okay? You have these Trump deranged liberals these leftist progressives leaving the country because of their Trump derangement. Now, in this video, I want to talk about David Pakman, who is a far left Trump deranged podcaster, a Democrat Party propagandist. He put out a video claiming that he's preparing to leave the country. Now, what I find to be hilarious about this is that, first and foremost, I don't think he's actually leaving the country, right? This is a grift. A few months ago, he put out a video claiming that, well, hey, my lawyers told me not to leave the country, right? It's too dangerous to leave. Now, all of a sudden, he puts out another video claiming, well, I'm prepared to leave, guys. Now, why is he doing this? Well, he's doing this because he's grifting, right? He's grifting off of this movement to have people, encourage people to leave the United States of America, okay? And it just so happens that first video he put out about how it was dangerous. My lawyers 3+ million views, right? So I'm pretty sure, like, he saw, like, okay, these videos about, you know, leaving the country or how it's dangerous to come into the United States of America or whatever, right? I think he kind of knows that this stuff gets views, right? And I think that's why he's putting this out here, and he's basically pretending like he's actually thinking about leaving the country. And I want to talk about it because David Pakman may be pretending to leave the country, but I'm here to say that, yeah, if you are liberal and you're Trump deranged, then you should actually leave, right? I mean, let's be real. You can leave. And I encourage anybody who's not happy to be here to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I need to talk to you about something that I know is going to trigger strong reactions from people in my audience. AKA,
I know that I'm going to fearmonger you guys, okay? And that I'm going to get a lot of views on this video from pretending that I'm going to leave the country, right? So I'm telling you guys off the bat that, hey, this right here is a grift, right? I'm just trying to fearmonger you for views, okay? Which is why the title of this video is, I'm preparing to leave the country, okay? Now, I want you guys to listen carefully to him actually explain what he means. Which, again, clearly you're going to see that he's not actually really trying to leave the country.
My only request is that you hear me out first, okay? The title of this segment is, I'm preparing to leave the country. And before you start typing angry comments about how I'm abandoning the United States or whatever, I want to be crystal clear. I am not actively planning to leave the United States at this moment. I'm not packing bags. I haven't bought a one-way ticket anywhere for my family. What I'm doing is I'm preparing to leave the country should the need arise. And as I've said to people when they call in, if we all leave, we lose the fight by default. But I will never tell someone, don't do what's best for your family. And so this is a form of prepping in a way. It's contingency planning. So let me kind of walk you through what I've been doing over the last few months as the ire of MAGA Trumpism has pushed closer and closer to people that are generally in my situation. Adversarial and antagonistic content creators. Naturalized American citizens, another group of which I am a member, and let's have a rational conversation about preparedness. So number one, I have been exploring what would it take to move to Canada. Canada is a difficult place to move to. I'm not doing the whole I'm moving to Canada thing. It's also difficult to move to Canada, but I want to understand the process. What are the requirements? What is the timeline? What is the framework under which I would potentially qualify to move to Canada? It's a very complicated process, but I want to be informed. Secondly, I have been reviewing options in Argentina. Now, I already hold citizenship in Argentina. I'm from Argentina. Argentina has its fair share of problems there, right? It's not like you move to Argentina and all of a sudden your problems are gone. There are serious problems in Argentina, economic and also political. This is not about fleeing. It's, okay, if I want to go back there, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my family? Third, I have, at the advice of people in my audience, I have engaged with a law firm that would help me were I to have a problem re-entering the United States. I have found a law firm that essentially will be on standby when you re-enter the country, no matter your status. I'm a naturalized citizen. Should I have a problem, there would be someone that says, we will be available within X period of time, and should you have any issue getting back into the country, I want to make sure I understand my rights as a naturalized citizen when it comes to reentry. And fourth, this is not like passport bro stuff. I've consulted with a specialist about European countries where you can get permanent residency. This is not because I'm planning to become a European resident. It's because I want to understand what are the options and how does it work. Now, you might say, David, why are you spending time and money if you're not planning to leave? And the answer is the same reason people have emergency funds in a bank account, even if they're not planning to lose their job. It's the same reason people have insurance, even though they're not planning to have a car accident. It's the same reason people have fire extinguishers, even though they don't plan to set any house fires. Things are really uncertain right now. And we've seen how quickly things can change. We've seen journalists and political commentators in other countries face persecution. We've seen civil liberties eroded in places where people thought it wouldn't happen. So am I saying I will need any of this? No. Am I saying it's likely? No, not yet. No, I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying I've determined circumstances are such that I want to know all of my options. Now, I want to be clear about what this is not. This is not a scheme to avoid paying taxes. I know there are people who say, oh, you can move to Cyprus, and then this is not about that at all. I'm not looking for tax havens. In fact, it's very difficult to renounce American citizenship. It's not something I'm even thinking of. And if you don't, even if you move to another country, you still have tax responsibilities here in the United States. So this is not about shirking any financial obligation. This is not about lifestyle preference. It's not the passport bro stuff, as I mentioned, or expat fire or any of these movements. This is purely, I want to understand my options in case circumstances change in ways that make staying tenable for someone in my position. I still believe as of this moment, right, end of May 2025, I still believe as of this moment that the most likely scenario is I will never need any of this information. I'll continue living and working in the United States, paying my taxes, contributing to civic discourse, calling the United States home. But if the last 4 or 5 months have taught us anything, it's that sometimes unlikely scenarios become a reality. When they do, I want to be prepared. That's what this is.
Yeah, so again, this is pointless, right? Pointless, okay? And it kind of pisses me off. And one of the reasons why I make this video is because I'm kind of pissed, okay? The dude titled the video, I'm preparing to leave the country. And then in the video explains, well, I'm actually really not preparing to leave the country. I'm just telling you guys that I'm thinking about leaving the country, but I'm not really preparing because I really don't think all of the things that I claim may or may not happen is actually going to happen. So again, what's the point? What's the point? The point, right, is to fearmonger, right? The point is to grift, right? The point is to lead people to believe that this dude may actually leave the United States of America because of Trump, right? Trump's so bad, Trump's so terrible, I might have to leave. But you're explicitly saying that you're not, right? Like, you're not going to leave. Again, this is why I'm pissed off, because you titled the video in a way that had people like me excited. I was like, oh, wait, nice. Liberals leaving. Okay, great, awesome. Please enlighten me. When are you actually going to be out of here? And just to click on the video, and this dude talking about how he's not really leaving. So I'm here to say, listen, for anybody actually thinking about leaving the United States of America, okay, if you're one of these Trump deranged liberals, then don't talk about it, be about it, right? Go ahead and leave. Pack your bags, okay? Put your house for sale. In fact, if all the liberals put their houses for sale at the same time to leave, their housing prices will drop, right? We will get a steep decline in housing prices. Housing will become a lot more affordable, okay? They can move out, right? Along with the rest of the Trump deranged woke activists who want to leave as well, too. And other people who actually want to stay in this country can buy those houses for the cheap. And yeah, I mean, we could all be happy. It's a win-win, okay? But don't give me blue balls, right? By teasing me, okay, telling me that you're gonna leave and you're not really leaving. I don't like that. I don't like that, okay? Because if you're gonna talk about it, then be about it. Be about it. If you don't like the direction that the country's headed in, if you hate Trump that much, if you feel persecuted, if you feel like he's attacking journalism or whatever, okay, it's dangerous to be here because, you are liberal, then just leave. Go, right? Go to Brian, but don't talk about it if you're not going to do it, right? If you're not going to be about that life, then shut up about it. But if you're going to talk about it, then follow through, right? Follow through with it, okay? And I want to see this as well, too. Okay, for all the conservative entrepreneurs out there, right? This is a great opportunity because even though David Pakman is grifting, he's not actually leaving, right? There are people, liberals who are leaving, okay? And there are people making money off these liberals thinking about leaving the United States of America, right? So if you are a conservative entrepreneur out there, I'm telling you, this is a great opportunity, right? An absolutely amazing opportunity right now to have some type of business that helps liberals leave the country, whether that be like an internet guide, okay? Whether that be some type of storage business, right? Something like that, okay? Conservatives, we need to get in on this train, right? We need to get in on this train of helping liberals leave the United States of America, okay? Giving them all the information about the process, which countries they can go to that are LGBTQ friendly, that are trans friendly, that are liberal friendly, that they believe is going to treat them better than the United States of America. We need to get in on this, right? We need to get in on it, right? Create our own platforms and help these people evacuate, help them flee, right? Help them self-deport. I'm so serious because if these people, if they're going to make money off of this, we should get in on it as well too, right? The targeting is easy, right? You can just target liberals who are thinking about leaving the country, Kamala voters, Democrats who are thinking about leaving the country, Trump deranged individuals that, can't stand to be here because of Trump, right? We can help them pack their bags, okay? It's a win-win for everybody. So I'm just saying, if you really are thinking about leaving, pack your bags, right? Okay, I don't want these teaser videos of people talking about, oh, well, I'm thinking about it. This is what I might do. I might not do this. I might not do that. No, if this is how you feel, if you feel like it's so dangerous, then hey, do what you got to do in order to put yourself in a safer situation, right? That's all I'm saying.
That made some sense to you. I hope it was informative, if nothing else, and entertaining and interesting. So you've been here, as usual, with myself, Owen UADA, here at CornerSpeak, and I will catch you up at some point in the future. As per usual, be good, be safe, and if you can, be creative. We out.